Good morning, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. Let's begin. First up, let's take a look at your weather. We have more snow ahead of cold Thanksgiving. Let's take a listen to this weather video from meteorologist Mike Haddad.
Thank you very much for joining us, Stormwatch 9 Weather on the Web. A lot more wintry weather to deal with this week in the form of snow chances, maybe a snow squall, and also possibly the coldest Thanksgiving on record, as Arctic cold is on the way before the week is done. In the short term, a scattering of rain and snow showers building in from the west. Now, those rain and snow showers fairly light, and with temperatures right around freezing, the major roads should be in pretty good shape. But then during the overnight, the snow begins to pick up in intensity. So you'll see on Futurecast during the pre-dawn hours, 3, 4, 5 a.m., snow begins to encompass a good part of the state with a deeper shade of blue indicating a potential for a ½ inch to 3/4 of an inch per hour. That continues on and off through Tuesday midday into the early afternoon. And notice, right near the coastline, there could be some mixing. So the amounts of snow may be cut down at the beaches and also in far northern parts of the state away from the storm center. Not a blockbuster storm, but certainly enough to make roads slick during the day on Tuesday. Then the snow shield breaks up late in the afternoon, and the clouds move out during Tuesday night. Moving ahead to Wednesday, sunshine in the morning, but watch out if you're traveling during the afternoon, and there'll be many hitting the road Wednesday afternoon and early evening. An Arctic front will trigger accumulating snow showers and squalls from the northern lakes region north. Maybe a 1 to 2 inch accumulation on top of what you get tomorrow. While in southern New Hampshire, deceiving day. A fair amount of sun through the early afternoon, but then that Arctic front could trigger a snow shower or snow squall even in parts of southern New Hampshire. So that could result in very slick roads in a quick fashion with low visibility for a short time Wednesday afternoon, especially in central and southern New Hampshire, mid to late afternoon, a little bit earlier to the north. Far north, 1 to 3 inches of snow overnight into Tuesday, 3 to 6 inches elsewhere, except 1 to 3 right along the immediate beaches. So again, we're going to add more to that November tally as we bring in more winter weather for the rest of this week. Speaking of which, overnight tonight, low to mid-20s far north, near 32 or 3 far south. Not much of a temperature climb tomorrow, between 30 and 35. It's a seasonally chilly day for, say, early to mid-December on Wednesday, so still well below average. But then we cut that temperature way down. High on Thursday, Thanksgiving Day, single digits near 10 north to near 20 along the coast, mid to upper teens for many, but the wind chill factor at or below 0 a good part of the day. The record low high temperature for Thanksgiving ever in Concord is 15 degrees, and there is a chance, even though we could hit the record high earlier the night before, near midnight at say 20 or 21, the daytime may struggle to get out of the mid-teens in many parts of southern New Hampshire. Cold start to Friday morning, a chilly finish, then it warms up over the weekend, so the next storm, late Saturday night into a good part of Sunday, will likely be in the form of rain.
Okay, and there you go on that weather forecast from meteorologist Mike Haddad. So more snow today and very cold on Thanksgiving. Bundle up on that day. And we have 18 closings and delays. If you want to see that complete list, just go to WMUR.com. And now let's take a look at your traffic right now and see how your morning commute is looking like this morning. And here's a look at the traffic this morning. We're seeing a lot of green roadways and a lot of yellow roadways in some areas and a few red spots as well. Big yellow chunk over here as well, through Raymond and Exeter, down a red area over here, a couple tiny red areas over here, yellow and red over here. Otherwise, your traffic's moving pretty okay so far this morning. But take it easy because it's going to be snowing during your morning commute when you're driving into work. So you might want to take it easy this morning and throughout the day. But no major accidents or issues to report just yet. But if we get any major accidents or issues, we will be sure to bring it right to you on the Riley King Network. Pedestrian killed in crash on I-93 identified thanks to tip from Hunters, state police say. Let's take a listen to the video from WMUR News 9, Siobhan Lopez.
Dr. Robert Marshall and the team at Aesthetic Dental Center are proud to offer Invisalign, the popular...
You can see the highway, and it's a dirt road.
Matthew Cheney points out the area off of Route 3 in Bow where he spotted an abandoned vehicle Saturday.
Me and my son were out hunting, walking up the power lines, and the roadway, we came upon a van that was abandoned, no tracks around it.
Snow had fallen Friday, so it was clear to Cheney that no one had been at the vehicle in at least a day. Then he remembered a pedestrian was killed not too far away on I-93 just days earlier.
I didn't at first, but then after I got walking, I got thinking to myself and my son, I said, that's probably connected to that person who got hit on the highway.
Cheney called Bow police and they got Troop D involved. Investigators still didn't know who the victim was.
He did not have any identification, however, he did have a piece of paper that contained a name. It was not legible at the time.
Once they discovered who the vehicle in the woods was registered to,
we were able to match that up to the piece of paper. It made more sense, more legible. We were able to figure that out.
State police identified the victim as Glenn Viano of Tilton. He was killed instantly when he was struck while walking in the middle of the highway. It's still unclear why he was in the road, but police are grateful a tip came in so quickly.
We would most likely still be on the lookout for more information and still waiting for the subject's fingerprints to come back in hopes that a match would be able to come back to identify him.
I feel relief knowing that they identified the person, know who he is, and they just don't call him John Doe. You know, they have a name for him now.
Anyone who may have witnessed the crash or spent any time or spoke to Viano in the days leading up to it is asked to contact state police. Reporting in Concord tonight, Siobhan Lopez, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. U.S. companies aren't in a hurry to leave China despite the trade war, analysts say. U.S. companies aren't leaving China in a big way yet, despite escalation trade tensions between the two economic powerhouses, analysts said. Reckless California wildfires leave 82 dead, almost 700 unaccounted for. The number of people who remain missing in the wake of a pair of ferocious wildfires that have been blazing across both ends of California remains close to 1,000 as of early this morning. And that does it for the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you back here later on today for another newscast. And I'll have a news report coming up in a little bit. Goodbye, everyone.